Peace to everybody on YouTube. It's your boy Kahunaveli back again with another video. So I know I promised a link to a Patreon, but I really just haven't had time to set up a new Patreon or whatever the case may be as of yet. So just taking the time to make this quick video real quick to address a few things. So from this point forward, I'm working on definitely having receipts for everything that I talked to you guys about that pertains to a specific topic, with me giving y'all information that's not opinionative information, things that are based on fact. So look forward to that, for having receipts and proof of the information I'm giving y'all. Also, I'm making this quick video to address a few things. Because I come from a minority perspective, let's put it that way, meaning my bloodline is predominantly minority, quote unquote minority, but really numbers wise in this country, we are the majority. I thought I would like to address a few things because we should correct our own people. So Black and Latinos, it's time to be corrected. Particularly Black people, because I always hear Black people sit here and talk shit about Donald Trump, when most Black people are very immature when it comes to politics. We allow emotions to dictate who we vote for, not particularly research. We don't do the research about the candidates that are running for president, running for governor, running for mayor, running for office of any kind, that's taking any seat of power. We just run with the shit because we like that person. For example, Barack Obama was one of those presidents that we just voted for simply because he was Black. I guarantee you, no Latino, no Black person voted for Obama because they liked what the fuck he was talking about. Nothing he said fucking mattered. He came up with a catchy slogan and he lured you in and played on your emotions and played on the fact that he's Black. And he's really not like nigga Black. What I mean by nigga Black is I mean like the everyday Black person, in America, who's struggling. He's much different. And allegedly he is, and I have to say allegedly for, reasons to not get sued, but he's related to George Bush. So come on, you can't be too Black. But another thing, a lot of us only voted for him simply for that reason alone, which is understandable. And thank God for the fact that we voted for him, because had we voted for Hillary, we would have been in a very bad way right now. There's documentation that's come out that Hillary Clinton has a lot to do with the Pizzagate scandal. Hillary Clinton is a compulsive liar. Which most politicians are. That's why they're politicians. That shouldn't be the case, but Hillary Clinton is a compulsive liar. She's lied about a lot of things. She's also unstable mentally and emotionally, and she's extremely violent. Which, because of the way the world is and the way the world has been molded to be, it's kind of like you have to be that way, because we have multiple countries, that are against us right now, that want to basically, destroy us and, take over, because America has made a lot of enemies. But I think a lot of enemies that America has made are really allies that are going with this new world order, way of thinking. So that's understandable. That's all well and good. But to the main topic that I just brought up, Black people voting into office who they feel is a good candidate, not who they know or understand would be a good candidate. Black people just go with what they feel. And with that being said, Black people voted in Joe Biden, which have they listened to the debates, they would have seen that Donald Trump exposed him for a lot of evil shit, like locking children in basements, in cages, in FEMA camps, among many other things, like how he we've also had other people expose him for, saying slanderous things, calling black people predators, talking negatively about black people. Now, mind you, those were opinionative um, remarks that he made. Those had nothing to do with the truth. Donald Trump, on the other hand, when he talked about black people, a lot of what he said was the truth. Like, as far as black people not having shit, we don't have shit to lose. So why the fuck are we fucking each other, even, like, screwing each other over even worse? Another thing is, black people took, when he said cleaning up the swamps the wrong way, we didn't think about it. He was throwing in, when Donald Trump said he was draining the swamp, he wasn't talking about black people. It just so happened the statements that he made prior to that about black people kind of flowed into what he was saying and throwing indirect shots at the shadow government. When he was talking about draining the swamps, he was talking about the shadow government. He was talking about the global elite, which he is part of, but he's kind of turning on them because he realizes if what they have, at some point he may have realized, at least partially, that what they have planned for us as a country is totally gonna fuck everybody, not just the poor. It's eventually gonna fuck them as well. So which a lot of them, they're doing it anyway, they're doing what they plan anyway, because they get like this they get off on shit like that. They get aroused off of fucked up shit like that. They're just crazy. They're masochists. So again, they get a hard on for fucking global genocide and destruction. So with that being said, and then, again, they have a fetish for power and stuff like that. So with that being said, we voted Donald Trump in based off the fact that we were fooled into we were tricked into voting Biden in based off of the fact that we were tricked into hating Donald Trump. Think about it. Donald Trump has exposed the shadow government. Next thing you know, there's a lot of propaganda and hatred toward him being put in the news. Now, mind you, when have you ever seen a politician that was being pushed to be globally hated like Donald Trump? Granted, we should have never voted a celebrity in as a fucking president in the first place. Like someone that was in the entertainment industry and someone who couldn't manage their own money. But, I mean, him versus Hillary, I mean, who the fuck should we vote for? The lesser of two evils, right? And kind of make that motherfucker work for us after he's in office. That's what we should have did. And that's, Trump would have been the lesser of two evils. Yes, he's a fucking clown. Yes, he's done a lot of stupid shit. Yes, I don't think any politician is for us, but he's, again, the lesser of two evils. Trump versus Biden. Biden is on the side of Hillary. He's with the Pizzagate scandal shit. And with that being said, Joe Biden is planning on enacting a lot of plans that would put us in FEMA fucking camps. He's pushing this COVID-19 vaccine, which has not been properly researched. And he's going to destroy the fucking economy, which I could have sworn I made a video about before that no one paid attention to. He wants to get rid of big oil, which right now as a country and as a society, we are not ready to get rid of. And he's blaming big oil for why, a lot of us are in the fucked up positions that we're in, which is not exactly the case, because we also have to blame big pharmaceutical companies. We have to, so big pharma has to be blamed. The politicians, the whole basis of the society in general. So yes, we do need a new world order, but it ain't the world order that they're trying to put forth. The new world order is to put things back the way they were originally, with black people on top, because the world was a different place back then. But these black people that are around today need to make a lot of changes, and the way of thinking needs to be changed, what I'm saying, in regards to the way we move as a society. Stop being self-destructive and hating each other. That means Dominicans, stop denying your blackness. Puerto Ricans, stop denying your blackness. We're all black, what I'm saying. It's all the same shit. Stop adopting this European way of thinking. A lot of people don't like the Bible because they believe that your European wrote the Bible. That's not the case, because all knowledge derived from black people. It's just that it's been bastardized so much. But if you look at it and use the knowledge for what it's supposed to be used for, that's written in that Bible, let's say, for example, where it tells us, not to adopt the ways of other cultures. And with that being said, is being, killing each other, shooting dope, becoming junkies and shit, which is what they push toward us with these mainstream artists to become junkies. We need not to be adopting that, and we need to be doing what the fuck we should be doing to uplift and grow. We wouldn't have global poverty. There's enough money to go around for all of us. They print that shit every day. And people have shit twisted like money is a limited commodity when it's not. We're so gimme, mine, me, that we're ignoring the facts. And that is a problem as a society. Again, we were tricked into voting for Biden. And guess what? Donald Trump is right now, to this day, pushing for us to not have this measly $600 stimulus check and pushing for us to have a $2,000 stimulus check. Now, I guarantee a lot of you stupid motherfuckers are going to spend that $2,000 on something dumb, right? Which is your prerogative. I would hope that you don't. We could be using that money to, grow as a culture, but that's not going to happen. I can almost guarantee that almost nobody's going to use it for that, and that's okay. But we should use it for that. Another thing is, or at least to grow yourself. If you're gonna, if you don't want to grow as a society. The $600, you can't even feed yourself for that long with that. The price of things has gone up a lot. I know Donald Trump has said a lot of offensive things about China, but to a certain degree, he's right. He just, he's not saying what's politically correct or saying in a politically correct way. You know what I'm saying? We're not worried about politically correct because politics has fucked black people for so long. It's time for being politically correct to be over. Okay? So we need to start being honest with ourselves and building. And that's just what it needs to be. Again, we fucked up voting Biden in. Now it's time to make that motherfucker work for us once Trump is out of office. So the time we have left with Trump, make him work for us, help him get rid of this shadow government, and then we take advantage and we take over. That's what we need to do. People are getting locked up for treason for the littlest fucking things, yet these people have been committing treason as politicians for generations, committing treason against this country and fucking us up as a country. You know what I'm saying? Black people, America is your home. You keep talking about let's go back to Africa, which is the Garden of Eden, which I will be talking about the true name of Africa. But, this is the only home we know. We don't know shit about Africa. We don't know the language. We don't know shit. We don't know nothing about the culture. We don't know how to farm there. We don't know how to do shit. So we might want to take this land back because this was ours too. With that being said, it's time to make a change. Become financially independent. Build up your own enterprises before it's too late. And we don't have to rely on, even if they do get rid of the dollar as the main currency, if we have our own shit, we don't even have to rely on using any of their currency because we can use the barter system or create our own currency to trade amongst ourselves. So we need to have our own agriculture built up, our own military, our own policing system. We need our own government. We need our own. And we need to start sticking together because if we stick together and we don't falter when they do try to come against us and fight us and put us back into their civilized way of thinking, there's nothing they could do to us because there's more of us than them. You know what I'm saying? We need to become our own producers and stop asking for everything. Become independent, stop being so dependent. And that's all I have to say about that for now. I will get in greater detail later on about certain things that, might fuck y'all up mentally. But that's all. Peace.